Good evening, dear friends. Welcome to this, our Monday evening version of this thing of ours. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for being a part of this thing that we do. And let me remind you, before we get going, let me just tell you right off the bat, this is critical. I can't say it enough. It is 190 days until the election. This is 6 months and change. And when I tell that to people, I don't think they really understand what that means. I don't think they get it. And I think that is one of the problems that we have in this country is that people simply don't get it. And it's something that I try as I may, try as I might, try as I must. I'm trying to get people to get it. Well, anyway, thank you so much for being a part of this. I must say this prefatory word. It's an annoyance of me, and you must hate it as well, but I've got to tell you this. Please make sure, dear friends, that you are subscribed. Please, I ask that you are subscribed. Make sure that you are subscribed. It's critical. Sometimes you get unsubscribed for reasons that I don't understand. Also, whenever you're trying to leave a super chat as a modality, as a message of thanks, which I, of course, appreciate more than you can imagine, sometimes it will not let you to seemingly post certain words. However, if you take a word and you split it in half or split it, let's say the word was wagon. If for some reason some algorithm didn't like wagon, W-A-G-O-N, two different words might slip through. Just letting you know. You might want to test that too. If you feel like you want to test the super chat function, please be my guest. Please. I mean, do not let me. Because remember, what we're doing, as you know, is for your edification, perusal, and review. This is the finest entertainment you're ever going to see or hear from anybody else. All right. I've got a lot to discuss tonight. A lot to discuss. We've got the Que Cojones section, which is West Tampa talk for what balls, what chutzpah. Hunter Biden bringing lawsuits, Mark Garagos championing that cause against Fox News, and I hope he wins. I'll tell you why. Jerry Seinfeld, the expert on humor. See, he understands humor. You don't. See, Jerry Seinfeld is funny. You're not. He's a genius. He's a humor genius. He's a genius. He understands this comedy thing. You don't. You don't get it. Then Nancy Pelosi is, as we say, empingado, which it sounds dirty, but it's not. It means mad. That's also some West Tampa slang for you. Wait till you see her and Katie Tur, whose father was that woman who threatened to break Ben Shapiro's back. He's a woman now, I believe, right? Isn't that true? Was a man. Is a woman. Whatever you want to call it. Woman now. Okay, sure. And I am Swedish as of this evening. Also, one of the funniest debates ever, true comedy. The Democratic nominee for Fulton County DA debated a lectern, not a podium, a lectern. Big difference. Podium you stand on, lectern you. Also, we're going to talk about how these wacky kids are protesting and why people want to see basically the shit beat out of them for reasons I don't understand. And also one particular case where I'd love to be on that PI case. Also something that will just make your heart break. So in any event, dear friends, please sit back, get ready, get a cold drink, put your feet up, get ready for an evening of absolute fun and frolic and mayhem and mirth. But first, this critical word from our critical sponsor. It's no longer a question of if something catastrophic is coming, it's when. And while you still have control, still have time, what are you going to do about it now to prepare? Your first step is going to my website at preparewithlionel.com. Preparewithlionel.com. Your next step is stocking up on multiple 4-week emergency food kits from My Patriot Supply. And for a limited time, take $50 off a 4-week emergency food supply. My Patriot Supply is equipped to help you prepare. They've helped over 2 million families already. These 4-week kits with ready hour foods provide over 2,000 calories every day, 16 varieties, 25 years shelf life, breakfast, lunches, dinners, snacks, drinks, and they're sealed inside 2 31-pound rugged waterproof buckets, and they last up to 25 years in storage. Take advantage right now, my friend, and go to preparewithlionel.com. That's preparewithlionel.com. All right, my friends, thank you so much for that. We appreciate, again, you being with us. Hello, everybody. Now, let's start off with something which is, and for no other, well, this is the best explanation. In West Tampa, West Tampa is a Tampeño, kind of a Cuban, kind of a talk like this. Y pa coño su madre, they talk like that. I'll tell you, the guy who's got it is Tony La Russa and Lou Piniella. You can hear it. They have that. And you can hear it a little bit also in Mike Panera, who was with Blues Image and Iron Butterfly. He's from West Tampa. You can hear it. I can hear it. But there's breaking news today, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news that we heard. And I think this is absolutely incredible. This breaking news is regarding this very, very important story. And I want you to hear it. And I want to break it down, and we're going to talk about this. And I want you to think about this. And I want you to think of the term "que cojones." What chutzpah? What gall? What hubris? Oh, Nathan Shields, a new member, ladies and gentlemen. Nathan, welcome aboard, my brother. Welcome to the family. I have some crumb cake. Thank you so much. Here is the issue. Let's start off with this story as it occurred, and let's break it down as it happened.
Learned that Hunter Biden is planning to sue Fox News.
Que cojones? I love this man. I love Hunter Biden. And by the way, it's good to see this young lady on. She's been on for a while. MSDNC. Chris, something or other. Bless her heart. Good for her. It's the only thing I can say good about that rank station. And even they're trying their best to not laugh. Listen to this story about, and we're going to have the Que Cojones index for you to play along with.
According to a letter from his lawyers, the lawsuit is imminent.
Imminent, not eminent. Remember the difference. Eminent is like eminent, your eminence, eminent, royalty, regal. Imminent is soon, about to happen, forthcoming, forthwith.
NBC's Ryan Nobles joins me now. Ryan, what more can you tell us?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I know as much as you do. I'm standing here in the Capitol to give you an impression. My knot's a little large for this style of collar. It's a full Windsor, hell of a dimple though. I mean, that is a dimple. Make sure, men, you always have the dimple. Full Windsor, a little much. I would have gone for a 4-in-hand or a half wedge, but then again, that's me.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. This is a letter obtained by NBC's Sarah Fitzpatrick that comes.
And Patrick Sarah.
From the new attorney that Hunter Biden has entered into a contract with, and that's famed entertainment lawyer Mark Garagos.
A new attorney he has entered into a contract with. Now, Mark Garagos, que cojones. This, of course, he represented, that guy who killed his wife. It's very, very good, I guess. I love this. I'm with you 100. Please let this go to trial. Imagine the discovery.
And in this letter, he sends a warning to the Fox News Corporation and Fox News Digital that
a warning. Ten cuidado. Ten cuidado. Una cura. Okay.
They are preparing to sue the company for what they describe as conspiracy and subsequent actions to defame Mr. Biden and paint him in a false light.
Stop right there. Just stop. First of all, conspiracy. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you, big dog. I'm with you. To paint him in a false light. Que cojones. This man, to paint him in a false light,
as well as the unlicensed commercial exploitation of his image, name, and likeness, and the unlawful publication of hacked intimate images.
That's easy for you to say. His likeness. Would it be the likeness of the teeth? Let me see. What is your favorite likeness? What is your favorite likeness? I like the teeth. How about the one where he was he's wearing the Speedos and he's got the like a wrapper on his neck? You know, Instagram, was it Instagram or Facebook, threatened me to go, you can't put that up. I said, that's in the news. They actually give me a hard time. Now, you know, Fox is going to say, how much you want? Please, Fox, grow a pair, because he's throwing them in your face. That's another expression, which is hard to explain. Que cojones. And Fox News, the worst. They, Dominion didn't even go to, I don't even think they called a witness. Nothing. That was the fastest settlement. But his likeness
of him. And this, of course, stems from the fact that, of course, Hunter Biden has been in the news quite a bit over the past couple of years because of his legal issues. And then, of course, the broad impeachment inquiry that's taking place by the House of Representatives.
He's been in the news because of the broad impeachment inquiry. What are you nuts?
And essentially what Garagos is arguing in this letter, it's actually a member of his legal team is arguing in this letter, is that Fox is unfairly and libelously attacking Hunter Biden when there are no merits to many of the claims that they've been.
Now, this is so good. Libel. Think about what libel connotes. Think of what the libel connotations of this. Libel is a statement of fact, not an opinion that's not privileged, a statement of fact that defames. And in this particular case, when made by a public figure, do you see where I'm going with this one? When made by a public figure, he has to show malice, which is a total disregard for the truth, lies, knowing that they did something that was just absolutely off the charts. It was just so irresponsible, almost a que cojones back. How dare you? How dare you?
And making about him. Now, this, of course, comes at the same time that Hunter Biden is facing legal issues of his own.
Yes.
He is on the verge of facing 2 different criminal trials, one in Delaware on a gun charge.
Well, you know what they taught us about President Trump. You're just going to have to go to court. You're just going to have to go to court. And you may have 2 different, the same, doesn't matter. We're gonna green light that one, baby.
Another separate criminal trial in California that's related to tax issues. Both of those trials came as a result of a plea deal.
By the way, just look at that face. Look at the face. Doesn't he just have the countenance, the absolute mean, the punum, the faccia bruta of a despicable, horrid, rancid, subhuman slime ball, a waste of flesh, a human carbuncle, a human furuncle, a sebaceous cyst, a genetic error, you evil seed, this deranged spawn. Oh, yes. Doesn't he make you just? Doesn't he make your blood? I know what you're thinking right now. You're thinking to yourself, what the hell just happened? He was doing great. I know. I hit the button. This is the most sensitive thing in the world. Dear God. Bear with me as I get my stuff back because I had everything so perfectly lined up. Let's get to this. Hang on one second. Hang on. Forgive me. Let's see if we can get to this one. Okay. Let's see.
Learned that Hunter.
I got to go through this crap again. Chris Jensen. What's her name? Jensen. I think is Jensen. Is it Jensen? I think.
To tax issues. Both of those trials came as a result of a plea deal with the federal government that fell apart. So this is Hunter Biden going on the offensive.
Now, here we go. By the way, Dr. Murph says Hunter isn't getting Botox anymore. Apparently not, Dr. Murph. Well, at least not in his face, if you know what I mean.
Of course, he is a favorite topic of Fox News, often brought up over and over again.
Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why there, Sparky. You know, he's a pretty popular person there in Fox News. I don't know why. What forever reason would be the reason why they would want to bring him up all the time? I don't know. I work for MSDNC. And I take all my sense of reality and I toss it out the window and I say, I don't know why they want to go up. What they apparently, I don't think they like him. I don't think they like him. This wonderful man. Tremendous. You know, he does his own finger paintings. Did you know that? Did you know that? Refers to his dad as the big guy. Oh, yeah. Hookers and guns and sounds like a Warren Zevon song. Hookers, guns, and money.
And what is detailed in this letter is how they used many of the images that came from that so-called laptop that was discovered in the midst of the 2020 campaign.
Now, believe it or not, you may think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but believe it or not, there may be a claim in the according to Delaware law. Oh, yes. As far as the broadcasting of information. Let me say something. I will say this to Hunter. Just because you listen to me carefully, you know, I don't like him. I think I've made that very clear. I don't like him. But the law is the law is the law. And what I care about is, of course, the Constitution. And in this particular case, the law in Delaware says you cannot reveal certain information that puts people not in a false light. Let me give you an example. Let's assume that, let's say Nightingale or Faye or Losi or Gracie or Lizzie, the den mother. Let's assume you were to leave your laptop. And I say, hey, you got to pick this laptop up, and you don't pick it up. And well, it's mine. Do I have the right to broadcast the information that's on that laptop just because it's mine? Do I have, I don't think so. If I find your wallet, do I have the right because I found it to broadcast your license and here's your number? Well, I've got it. It's mine. You never call me back. I said, hey, you want to come by and pick up your wallet? And you never do. Oh, that's kind of the same idea. Do I have a right to disseminate? I could publish my own driver's license, but right? And mine looks I look a cross between Wolverine and Don Leo Jonathan, for those of you who remember that one. So there may, as nuts as this may sound, there may be something to that. We'll see.
That had a number of compromising and questionable and somewhat lewd images of.
Lewd pictures of him, buddy, okay, Bucky, that he took with women and goats and cactuses and woodchucks and barn owls. Yeah, that he took. These weren't surreptitious. Hey, where'd you get this picture of me? You took it, schmuck. You put them, you kept them. This is your memorabilia. Don't give me that look. And by the way, the knot. Think about that.
Hunter Biden that have been used over and over again on Fox News. The argument here is that they were obtained illegally. They should not have been used in a forum such as this.
You know, don't. Remember, I'm telling you this. Got to research this. Who wants to do the research? Arruda, you want to do it? You want to do it? Check this. There may be a little something there, but We'll get to this in a moment.
And also, they're his property, and
That's
they're
right.
arguing that Fox News was using them inappropriately. So we'll have to see where this comes. Again, this isn't the actual filing of a lawsuit yet, Chris.
No.
This is just a threat to file a lawsuit.
Why you bastard, you, I'm going to threaten you. Why you, God damn it. God damn it, Pepino. Yeah, hey, little Luke. Hey, Hassie. Don't you love this? I'm loving it.
This is something that his legal team has warned Fox was coming at some point, so they are now letting them know definitively
Get ready.
that this lawsuit could come soon. And, Chris, we should also point out this comes against the backdrop of Fox, of course, settling that massive lawsuit with the Dominion Voting Company, who accused them of libeling them during the aftermath of the 2020 election.
Right about that
so
one.
this is Hunter Biden essentially taking that same course of action.
Okay, let's talk about this, all right? And that's interesting. You know what's the best news about this? Discovery. Oh my God. And I want to see him emping out. I want to get him upset. How you doing there, Hunter? You okay there, buddy? You okay? You're okay, right? Okay. You're here for a deposition. You've been a deposition before, right? How many times you been sued, Hunter? Civil depositions? Oh my God. You want to object? You want to object? We just got, is it a high number? Objection. Now you can't tell, how do I say this? You can't tell your, what do I say? You can't tell your client not to do this. You can't tell a client, hey, don't answer that. But just think of the fun we can have. Where'd this picture come from, Hunter? Is that you in that? Who is it? Ooh, look at that. Is that you with the feather boa? And the teeth. Where did those teeth come from? Is that meth or crank or whatever it is? And the finger paintings. And who's the big guy? Let's talk about Burisma. Wait a minute. Because remember, this is civil litigation. Oh, just force them to get protective orders. Come on, let's go. Garagos must be just thinking, you know what? Or somebody in the Biden administration said, go ahead. Trust me. Why? We own the courts. We own the courts. Now, let's move on a little bit. Everybody knows you love, and I know you love Nancy Pelosi. Come on. Remember the story with whatever happened with her husband and the dude with the hammer? Whatever. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening. All over this land. I have no danger. Remember that one? That was a weird, I don't want to tell you what that looked like. Far be it from me. But it is San Francisco. And hey, look. What are you going to do? Now, she's interviewing. You're going to love this one. You're going to love this story. She is interviewing. Hang on a minute now. This may be very, very, very unprofessional here, the way I do this. But let me tell you something. Here we go. Now, this is just doing that. Okay, wait till you talk about amping out. Shake your booty, by the way, says something. He says, the judge who stated that the FDNY personnel who booed Letitia James demonstrated systemic racism is playing a zero-sum game. If anyone, anywhere, dislikes any woke apparatchik, it's because of the R word. I think you're onto something there, my friend. I think you are onto something. Now, let's talk about this. Here she is. She's on. This is Nancy with Katie Tur. Katie Tur's father is this dude. Excuse me. Pardon me. That's misgendering. Pardon me. Katie Tur's father is Zoe Tur. His name is Zoe. Katie Tur, his father was known as a different name before. And he was a media powerhouse. And he was, by the way, he was the famed helicopter camera person who was the first to film the pivotal slow speed chase thing. Anyway, Bob Turr was her father. Hey, no, that's not her. By the way, wasn't Katie Turr also with Keith Olbermann? Katie Turr. Am I reading this one right? Keith Olbermann rages at Katie Turr over Tony. I don't know what this means. Katie Turr's relationship with Keith Olbermann haunted because Keith Olbermann is gone. I mean, gone. Katie Turr's relationship with Ibra haunted her. Oh yeah, this guy was an absolute one of the few, by the way, who, believe it or not, have banned me. Or whatever, the blocked band, whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyway, Katie Turr, I got a beef with Katie Turr. That's got to be tough. This is your father. Say, who is this? Your name is what? Your name is Zoe? Oh, Zoe? Okay. Okay, I'm okay with it. It's not her fault. I mean, it's not a crime, but he was the one. The father, whatever, was the one who leaned over and told Ben Shapiro, I'm going to break your back. Did you see Ben Shapiro? Oh, you're threatening me? You're threatening me? Yeah, you better be. I'm threatening you, all right. I'm going to break you in half. Oh, you're threatening me? Yes, Ben. Yes, it's a threat. I'm threatening you with physical harm. Oh, you're threatening me. Ben, you not understand what I'm saying? Yes, I'm threatening you. I'm threatening you. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to break you in half. I'm going to crush you like a paper cup. Oh, so you're that Ben? Do you not understand this? That was one of the best interchanges ever. Because Ben, I think Ben's on the back nine. Is it me? Have you noticed that? I think we're going to see Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. I think we're in. You know what? Call me crazy. I think we're in view. I think we're in the room for a shift in who's who and who's not, and that sort of thing. Okay, let's start off. This is Katie Turr, who's interviewing, and by the way, this is a big trend today, and she's interviewing, of all people, Nancy Pelosi about, Pops Biden, Mr. Poopy Pants.
And Joe Biden is doing that.
Oh, hang on a minute. There we're
9 million jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst record of job.
Now, hang on a second. This is a very good one. Now, as you know, let me just get a little background here. Created jobs. One of the reasons why the jobs were created was after COVID and jobs were lost and they came back. And what's a job? Is it a job you came back to? Is it flipping burgers, picking up? I mean, what is a job? I don't know. Is that what is it? The U6, U5 numbers? In any event, Nancy doesn't really have. She doesn't. Her teeth. Her appliance apparently is working better. She's not necessarily completely conversant with all of the facts. And wait till Katie Turr doesn't really say anything, but absolutely pisses her off.
And Joe Biden is doing that. Created 9 million jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
Do you see that? See, look. Oh, it's a global pandemic. You see it? The rage. It's like, Katie, do you know who I am? I don't think you know who I am. I'm Nancy Pelosi. And goddamn it, we own you. You just sit there, Missy. You just sit there and you just shut up. If I tell you something, you do not challenge me. Do you understand that? Watch this.
Global pandemic.
He had the worst record of any president. We've had other concerns in our country.
Franklin Pierce, the worst. Millard Fillmore, the worst. John Tyler, the worst.
If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your.
You want to be an apologist, huh? I'm not Ben Shapiro, okay, honey. You're going to be a grease spot on the Santa Monica Boulevard when I get done with you. I'm not some schmuck. All right. I'm still in office. Remember that. We're in charge. You some apologist of all the people to call an apologist. Katie Tur, are you out of your mind? Listen to Katie. Doesn't even ruffle her feathers.
Role, but it ain't mine. And he has the worst.
Anybody can accuse me of that.
Don't think anybody can accuse me of that. Take that one. I love it.
And Joe Biden is doing that. Created 9 million jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
Look at the face.
He had the worst record of any president. We've had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your role, but it ain't mine. And he has the worst.
Anybody can accuse me of that.
Don't you love that? Oh, they're getting upset. They're getting upset. You see, the thing you got to remember, and I'm telling you, can you follow all this stuff? Can you follow all the rules and all the stuff that's happening? Are you following everything? Do you get what's happening here? Do you understand it? You see, it's very simple. This is life, my friends. This is it. This is what you've got to do. This is every single day I tell myself, this is what I do. I get 50,000 different issues at the same time, and I got to keep them all going. And I don't lose my mind. I don't go crazy. It's an incredible thing, too. And you've got to do that as well. You've got to do that. All right, dear friends, let's do me a favor. Do a great favor for me. And I mean that sincerely. By the way, whenever you make the noise, you got to cock the eyebrow and make the face. Trust me, great at doctor's offices and Mary Kay meetings. Remember Mary Kay? Yes, I'll take the pink one. Remember the pink Cadillac? In any event, dear friends, I'm having too much fun. I'm having more fun than you because I know where this is going and you don't. All right. Another great word from our sponsor, our dear friend. Oh my God. I know what you're thinking. Where's the Mike Lindell commercial? Glad you asked. It's time yet again, my friends, to hail and salute our great friends at MyPillow.com. And if you use promo code Lionel, you'll get a free gift. No purchase necessary. And yes, I know a free gift. It's a tautology, so sue me. But first, listen carefully. Check out their $25 extravaganzas. Premium My Pillows, Queen and King, My Pillow 2.0. My Pillow bed sheets, the lowest price ever. Sandals, slides, slippers, 6-piece towel sets, 4-pack dish towel sets. Simply and absolutely unbelievable. So go to mypillow.com/Lionel, mypillow.com promo code Lionel, or call 800-645-4965 and watch how fast Mike Lindell answers the phone. mypillow.com, simply and absolutely the best. Remember one thing, what this is called. This is called, what do you suppose they'll do when Trump wins the reelection? That's why they're freaking out. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do, my friends. They don't know what to do. Now I want to do something else. We did a little bit of this today in case you weren't here in the morning. And I thought this was very, very interesting. Your reactions to things. Your reactions are very interesting. This was I thought very, very odd how you reacted to this one. This was, you hate those campus protesters. You hate them with a passion. With a passion. You hate them. You think they're entitled, a bunch of snot-nosed kids. And when I play this for you, I know what's going to happen. You're going to go nuts. What is this? is for Palestine? This is Harvard. Do they look like they're serious? Do they? That sounds like a gunshot. It's a snare drum. Can you believe this? Do you tell me right now? Tell me your reaction to that. Tell me the first. Give me one word. One word. You hate these people. You hate these people. What are they doing? You hate them. What are they doing? What are they doing? Are they doing anything illegal? Are they? Illegal. I'm sure there's some campus rule that says, hey, if you want to walk on the grass anytime and set up pup tents, go ahead. I know they're violating that. But do you honestly see anything that they're doing? Why? Come on, you hate them. What do you mean you don't know them? You can't stand these people. You can't stand these parasites, these elite, privileged brats who never worked a day in their life, who are squandering away mommies, or who were there on some DEI, some quota, right? What are you, an Alaskan trans? Oh, you're in. You don't even know. You're in. What about you? I'm an Alsatian morphodite with left-handed. You're in. Don't I need an SAT? You're in. We don't care about that, right? Anything that personally destroys the Ivy League, I'm all for it. But you can't stand it. Look, Shake Your Booty says, to quote the chief from the first Police Academy film, look at that. Just look at that. Look at that scum. By the way, how many years, Shake, were they in the Police Academy? Seriously. Police Academy 1, Police Academy 9. Art Matrano stole the show. Art Matrano stole the show. Now, this is the one that I would love to see. Now, so far, First Amendment. I don't care what they say. Yeah, but they said anti-Semitic stuff. Okay. Excuse me, they said anti-Semitic stuff. Did you hear what I said? This is my snare drum. They said anti-Arabic thing. They said anti-Trump stuff. They said they curse. They what? Esperanto. They made what? First Amendment. Yeah, but you don't understand. They made people uncomfortable. So what? Were they violent? If they're violent, you're out. You're out. 1977, Skokie, Illinois. Nazis. Actual, real, 100% Nazis. I mean, not kind of like the Ukrainian folks, Azov Battalion, the real McCoy, those guys. What did they do? ACLU, let them march. Chief lead counsel, his name is Goldberger. I forget his name. He's Jew. Went crazy. They almost disowned him at his synagogue. He said, "You can't." He said, "This is America." But they're doing Sieg Heil and the whole bit. They're doing that. They had everything. Okay. They told him, I said, "You don't understand. All these people are freaking out." They came to Skokie. Many of these folks survived the Holocaust. They came to America to get away from this. You can't do it. And he said, "This is America." Guess what? They looked so goddamn stupid. I mean, they looked like idiots. Idiots. They didn't know what they were talking about. Sitting around with their bad uniforms, with their, where'd you get this? Where did you have that made? The best way to expose idiocy is to let the idiots speak. Do you hear what I'm saying? Let the idiots speak. I don't know how to say that any other way than what I've just told you. This is America. Who's with me? This is America. And you're going to tell them you can't march? George Floyd, they marched. Nobody tackled them. Hell, they were breaking windows. That's okay. Well, what did Don Lemon say? Well, it was regular, protest here. I want to hear what they've got to say. Oh, no. This is different. Why? Well, no. Why is that different? They're not breaking windows. They're not doing anything. They're saying some bad stuff. So what? You sat there and let BLM and Antifa destroy cities, destroy them, fire. Remember those? What were those? Who can help me with that? What are those? Not those private and economic center, but they pull up a swath of dirt and they say, "This is our trans-jurisdictional," whatever it was. You know what I'm talking about. Gina's right. Look what they said about Trump. Division tactic. I know that. You know what I'm talking about. There was a name. Oh, infitada. Who was it who said infitada? I couldn't believe that. Oh, that was a woman that was a congressperson who said, and what they did was they said they wanted to have an infitada. Have you heard of a tostada? Well, it's like that, but less egg, more veggies. It's called infitada. It's a tostada for children. Okay? You got that? Chop. Thank you. Peaceful protest, pure blood. Peaceful protest. Oh, I can't. By the way, Soros can pay for everything he wants. Soros isn't doing anything illegal. Why don't they get on Soros's ass? Talk about an anti-Semite. You know his story. Why doesn't his name even come up? If these people are anti-Semites and Soros is paying for them, what does that make him? He's an anti-Semite, but he's a Jew. But he doesn't matter. Wait a minute. You're going to charge him? They want to have a statute that defines anti-Semitism. What? How do you do? I want to see this. Can I think it? No. I can't. Can I feel it? Or can I just not say it? This is like hate crime. This is insanity. Okay? We've lost our mind. We have lost 1968, Columbia, the Berkeley free speech movement in the 60s, post McCarthyism. Kent State, anti-apartheid. Shall I go on? The people who marched on behalf of Mandela. Oh, that was cool. Oh, I don't think it's cool. I think Mandela's a commie. Why? Well, I just said that. I can say whatever I want. You told me I can say whatever I want, right? You're letting me just say whatever I want, right? Isn't that it? Isn't that how this works? It's the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And all of this, what do you suppose they'll do when Trump wins re-election? L.J. Jackson, who, by the way, was the Jackson who could not dance. When will 911 inside job be explained? LJ, thank you for going. Nobody cares about that. Seriously, dude, I'm assuming you're a dude or a dudette. Do you really think anybody's interested in 9/11 or 911? As they go, it's 9/11. I get them confused. People say, call 9/11. There's no 11 on the phone in any event. Now listen to this one. Don't tase me, bro. One of the moments, either you don't remember that one. Now here's one that I don't understand. And when you play this, I never realized what a sick bunch of people there are who absolutely love to watch this stuff. Watch this brutal attack on these women. I think it's a woman, I'm not sure, by this cop who, well, anyway, just watch this. Now watch it very slowly. Watch the cop. Look at this. Takes her down, tackles her. Let's watch this again. Let me watch this again. This is important, okay? Now, first of all, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? I don't know. Here he comes. Now watch him right there. See him? He makes this. People can say Heisman Trophy. They make a Heisman joke. It's a Heisman Trophy. Look at this sick. Look at this guy. He's a sadist. Now watch this. Is this a woman? He did that to her. I think it's a woman. I don't know. Either way. You happy now, big guy?
You're hurting me.
Now, first of all, this woman is what we call in the business a pain in the ass. Okay. Now, I'm going to defend. He is escorting her. Now, remember, at this point, whenever you find yourself in the position of being escorted by the police, remember, you can beat the rap, but you can't beat the ride. Do not do anything to resist. You can tell it to the judge later, but when you are being, do not. All you got to do is watch YouTube to learn this one. Now, watch what happens. Watch what he does to her. She figures, I'll just drop, and he won't be able to pick me up. Look at the size of this guy. What does he do? No problem. Here we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Now, but this is the one I want right here. This is the one. Oh, I can see this. Ladies and gentlemen, I represent Carla so-and-so. I don't know what her name is. And she's a 19-year-old aspiring, I'm just making this up, an aspiring lacrosse player. She was there on a lacrosse scholarship. Good shape, good student, had a wonderful disposition, but now she can't sleep. She has what is called in the business PTSD. Because on this fateful day, she was standing around with a bunch of people, standing there. She has a keffiyeh on, which, of course, as you know, is the Palestinian headgear or the cloth, kind of like the kente cloth that Nancy Pelosi loves so much, which she, after George, I keep saying George Orwell, after George Floyd, that's what she said. But my client was doing well. She's doing fine. And then all of a sudden, she's standing there, and she looks, and this brute, I'd love to have him take the stand. How much do you work out, officer? Yeah. How much can you bench? Really? Go through us. We got your records here. You're in good shape, right? And she weighs whatever, and now she can't sleep. She has PTSD. Let's say she has dislocated, whatever it is. But take a look at this and ask yourself, is this necessary or is he just showing off? Look at this. Boom. What was the purpose of that? What was the purpose? Now, you can laugh all you want about that. And you can say, Heisman Trophy. That is, now there may be, let's stand corrected. There may be something about that case. She might have had a gun. She might have been threatened. He, she, I don't even know who this person is. I don't know. But what makes me sick is how people are just laughing at this. They laugh. They love to see people hurt. It's sadistic. It really is. I don't want to see people hurt. I don't like watching riots. You know those pictures, Edmund Pettus Bridge? Remember those 60s watch riots with the dogs and the well, they were acting up. They were told to go home. There was a curfew. Hey, go home. One guy was swinging at a cop, and they just clobbered this guy. How about the Chicago? Remember the Chicago riots? Remember at the convention? Remember kids? Have you ever seen they had just plain old, they don't have the really good batons. This is a big piece of wood, just crunching, hitting people in the head, smacking, crushing skulls at the behest of Richard Daley. Oh, people thought that was great. That changed everything. Almost changed everything. I wonder about us. We're losing this. Now, personally speaking, come here. I can't stand these people. Okay? I understand that they think they're doing a good job. And there are some people, I should qualify that, not all, but there are some people who are there just because they love it. And they love. Some are very serious because you only get one snapshot, these people. But the ones I'm seeing, hey, We have sushi and we're going to walk around. And this is the media check-in. It was like Occupy Wall Street. I saw that. Oh, Zuccotti Park. Oh my God. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, excuse me, as we speak, 35,000. The majority, the people, the children who have been killed, the children killed in Gaza is just, I don't even know where to put it, how to put it into perspective. I don't know how to. And I was reading the, God, where is this? By the way, have you been getting more of, do you get texts like this all the time? Hey, where have you been today? We're at the beach. I was like, who are you? Don't answer those. Don't answer those. Here we go. This is the one. This is the one I wanted. There was a study today. I read it. This is from B'Tselem. This is the Israeli Information Center for Human Rights in the Occupied Territories. Oh, well, this is Israeli. And it will absolutely destroy you. Destroy you. And it goes to show you the problems of this, the horrors. There are still hostages who have yet to be returned. There are people, there's a famine. You cannot believe what you're saying. And this may be fun to some people. They might say, hey, this is great, you know. And I'm sure maybe they, in their heart, believe what they're saying. But I just see no fun and games in this. And I know that there are a lot of people who are basically full of it. And they do it because they figure, you know what, this is my time and this is fun. And we get to go and we get to be like, you know, look at me. I'm Ilhan Omar's daughter and I got my nose ring and hey, look at me and I'm having fun. And we get to, you know, because now you have Instagram and that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of people like that. You know that. You know it. John McGuire says, I wonder why PD hasn't used the cell jammer. I think if active, they 80% would go home in less than in an hour. Well, you know, what's funny about cell jamming is you don't, they had those, the device and the technology for years. And thank you, by the way. This could be used to stop transmission. I don't know if it would stop. No, but you're right, though. If you said, listen, you can protest, but no cell phones. Now, of course, the arguments are going to say cell phone is the camera. We want to document this. And we want to make sure that the rest of the world, yeah. Okay. How about no pictures of you? What? Look, there are many sincere people, but there are people who would be there for anything. I saw the Occupy Wall Street. Nobody could even tell you what it was about. But either way, my opinion of them doesn't matter. They have a right to protest. And it's not up to you and me to say, that's stupid and that's not. You don't have to like these people. You don't have to like these people. And the hypocrisy is they can't protest, but people could break store windows and loot the Louis Vuitton store on 57th Street. What are you talking about? We're losing our freedom of speech. You can laugh that away all you want. You can think, oh, this guy's crazy. Oh, no. I can't believe this. If ever there was a place for there to be the marketplace of free ideas, it is the college campus. And it is not up to you and me and that guy to decide, okay, this is okay and this is not. And I'm going to say something brutal to you. If somebody says something that is anti-Semitic or racist or misogynistic or transphobic or just mean, you can say things about Trump or whatever. I don't care. That is not a reason to tell somebody you can't, and just to shut things down. And to shut down their speech because they're meeting, their magnetic cards don't work. They can't get into their dorm. They can't. Wait a minute. What did they do? They spoke. So what? It was anti-Semitic. So what? It was racist. So what? It was words. I'm sorry. I don't like that. As long as you're not violent. As long as you're not violent. The moment you're violent, it's a different story. Pie Whacker says, silencing what offends you will never protect you from the weakness lurking inside you. Silencing what offends you will never protect you from the weakness lurking inside you. Very good. Very good. Are you a Walmart greeter by any chance? Because that's what I think they need. I'm an absolutist. I'm sorry. The First Amendment, that's it. So, my friends, that is it. I want to thank you for this. Thank you for your love. Thank you for yours. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Thank you for your kindness. You're very kind people. You're kind. You're kind people. You're kind of demented, but in a very creative and a very good way. And I like that a lot. I appreciate it. I appreciate your time. I appreciate Pie Wacket. John McGuire couldn't get higher. LJ Jackson, everybody. Shake Your Booty, Dr. Murph, and Nathan Shield, our new member. Are we going to make it out of this? Probably not. But the good news, my friends, read Real Clear Politics, 538, read all the polls. Trump is doing better than anybody can imagine. And they simply don't know what to do. And let me tell you something, as I have said, in the event he were to win, you're going to see a reaction. It's going to make color revolutions look like a walk in the park. All right, dear friends. Now, in addition, I ask, per usual, dear friends, to follow the incredible work of my beloved, Lynn's Warriors on YouTube. Dear God, my friends, the best stuff you can imagine. Can't say it enough. Can't put it into perspective. Can't say it enough. Follow her. And I'm going to give you this. This is the link right here. Just click this link on and you will be just fine. And that's it right there. Lynn's Warriors. Same thing goes, by the way, for X or Twitter. I call it Twitter. But that's the link. Lynn's Warriors. And don't forget our other, shall we say, ancillary other channel, Lionel Legal, which we're building that one up as well to spread the good word. And Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, I hope I want to see if Fox News, they have no balls, but maybe if they grow at least one, they'll be able to just take, oh my God, Hunter. Oh God. The discovery will be worth it right there. Let's talk about the big guy. All right, we're going to do, no. We're not done with it. No, I voluntarily withdraw. No, no dismissal. No. Come on, let's go. Let's talk about Burisma. Let's talk about the finger paintings. Where did that go? Let's talk about some of the stuff that's on that laptop. Because if you think the Wiener laptop's good, you can't imagine this one. All right, dear friends, have a great and a glorious and a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Nightingale and Gracie and Faye and Lizzie. Lizzie, God bless you. Mark, Lacey, everybody's there. LJ Jackson, everybody. Kimmy's there. Smiling Sue, Mark Lewis, Weird Matter. Everybody. The whole, you mean so much to me and I appreciate it. Now, I think I'm going to try to watch I've been trying to watch Synanon. Is it Synanon? Synanon. It's this Rory Kennedy quote documentary about this weird 60s cult kind of a rehab thing. I find these things fascinating because I believe, very frankly, that one man's cult is another man's old-time religion. All right, dear friends, we love you. Have a great and glorious day. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. But don't forget, until then, remember, the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue you. Dad.